Hey guys, Beau Beery here with the Multifamily Advisors, and I've got a new listing in High Springs, Florida, which is about 15 minutes north of Gainesville is the major market. It's a 28 unit listing. List price is $2,650,000, which is about $95,000 a door, and you're going to want to pay attention because this is a good little deal. Now, the property sits on about 6 acres right off the main corridor in High Springs, which is one of the fastest growing small towns in Florida. Now, let's start with why this deal even exists, because that does matter. Basically, the seller has just outgrown this asset. Their whole strategy has primarily shifted to 100 plus unit deals. So having a 28 unit deal no longer really matches their portfolio. So this sale is very strategic for them, which is the exact kind of seller you want to buy from because they're going to have clean books and it's a very well maintained property. Okay, so here's what you're buying. 5 single-story buildings, brick face and wood frame, built in 1983. One building got a brand new roof in 2025, and that was about $30,000 for that roof. The other 4 buildings are from 2003 roofs, so you can underwrite that capital need into your plan. Now, as you can see, the unit mix is 7 1 bedrooms, 17 2 bedrooms, and 4 3 bedrooms. It's 21,000 total square feet. Average in place is the rent is $960, and the tenants pay their own electric, water, sewer, and garbage. So your expense exposure here is super limited. There's an on-site laundry facility, there's a playground, and even a dog park. Real amenities that tenants actually use in the market like this. Now, as you can tell in the interiors, everything's clean and functional. They're not like high-end Class A luxury, but they're just very well kept, which tells you there's real renovation upside if a buyer wants to push rents a little bit further above where they sit today. So here's another value add component I want you to catch. This property is actually zoned for up to 72 units on this 6 acres, 12 units of the acre, and only 28 have ever been built. So there's raw buildable land just sitting right behind these existing buildings. And so that's a second phase of development that's just kind of sitting there for whoever buys this. And whether you develop it in year 1 or year 5, it doesn't matter. And if a bigger footprint is what you're after, there's an additional 8 unit portfolio available right down the road that's owned by the same owners, and they're being offered separately or together with this one. So that's a real path to scale in a single transaction if you really want that. Another thing is you're looking at buying this at a perfect time in history right now. So if you've not followed the Green Street CPI chart, and you can read little tags at the bottom of the graph there, but basically they combined all commercial real estate closings, including multifamily, and they track pricing over time. And you can see how we're at a great time. So commercial real estate pricing obviously nationally has been through the 2008 crash now. We made it through COVID, and then you got the interest rate spike of the last few years. And we're now sitting at the start of the recovery phase. So buying right here at this point in the cycle in a market like High Springs and Greater Gainesville that keeps growing year after year, that's how the smart money has always played this kind of marketplace. Also, we've already lined up some good financing here with Garrett over at Marcus and Millichap Capital. Obviously, you can use your own debt if you have sources, but Garrett has been awesome, especially at size properties like this. So you got roughly a 70% loan to value, 6.25% rate. They got a year of interest only. You might be able to get more depending on who you are to help you their day one cash flow. Now, insurance has been quoted also, so the numbers you see when you sign a CA are real, not guesses. So if you're an investor who's looking for a well-located property and you're looking for that value add component on the rents, and it's got some expansion land capability, this is definitely worth your time looking at. So if you have interest in the asset, just give me a shout. My contact information will be down below. I'll get you over a confidentiality agreement to sign. I've got all the financials. The sellers have kept fantastic records. Would love to help you make this one yours. See you guys in the next one.